Hi everyone. Just want to say thanks for being a part of this exhibition, and thanks to everyone who's been involved and everyone who's attending. It's been a really interesting experience, and there's more to come. So it will be travelling from Wuhan, hopefully to Ningbo, Hong Kong, and then back to the UK. Where I'll be putting it up. So I want to say thanks to all the students and staff, thanks to Susan, thanks to Viola for translating, and for also just knowing a lot about the subject and making it really good for me. Thank you to my supervisors at MMU, and thanks to the other schools, ZJ Fit Ningbo, Hong Kong Design Institute, and Manchester Metropolitan University. So just a little bit of an introduction. You might have read this in the book, I'm not sure. I'm originally from Manchester. I've taught fashion communication in various cities across China between 2016 and 2021. At present, I'm teaching in Dubai and going back to the UK shortly. As a university lecturer in China, my role was to demonstrate a wide range of photographic practices and theories to students, in which I worked alongside an interpreter who was Viola at Wuhan. Interpreters don't always have the words to translate photographic techniques and concepts, and the word photography sometimes has different translations. And as we know with translation, it doesn't always translate directly. You know, Chinese words don't translate directly or easily into English. So there's a lot of miscommunication, which sometimes can be a good thing, which is where this project came from. So particularly working in Wuhan changed both my teaching methods and practices, and it led me to create much of the work in this exhibition. I was new to the city, so I didn't have a lot of friends or contacts in Wuhan before I was working there. So this led me to work with the students and rely on the students in a much stronger way. So all of the images you can see from Wuhan and from Hong Kong were working with students, working with young creatives. Also, the history of Wuhan became very important to me. Just the history of photography in Wuhan alone is quite interesting, but there's social and political histories that definitely became part of this work. And it's also seen as my second home. I really miss Wuhan, actually. I wish I was there to help you with everything. And I wish I was there to see everybody and go to Tanhua Lane and see the Yangtze River Bridge. My favourite places. Also, the whole exhibition is about what is a conversation, and what is a conversation between images, and how can we get images to speak to each other. And what I found really interesting, it started out, this project started with me thinking, you know, why was my work so creative in Wuhan and in Ningbo and in China generally? Also, secondly, why are Chinese creatives so interesting right now, and why is the fashion and image work coming out of China probably the most interesting or the most exciting creative work that's coming out in fashion image right now and inspiring the rest of the world. So I was exploring these questions, and it actually led me to realise that it was the process of foreigners and Chinese creatives working together, and that lack of communication, or that communication that is changed, a non-verbal communication, that makes this very exciting work. This definitely taught me the importance of creating a space for creation, response, sharing ownership, and giving autonomy to students, and questioning the role of teachers and learners outside and inside of the classroom. I definitely learned a lot from the students I work with. So it wasn't always me teaching them things, it was them teaching me as well. Looking back on the work and planning this exhibition was another phase of questioning. How can we as a team create a framework for both me and students, or as teachers and students, to explore, create, critique and reflect, whilst keeping collaboration at the heart of the project? So something that I found, and I think the students might have found quite challenging, was that I had to take the ownership away from myself for this project. And, you know, you would ask my advice, but I would try really hard not to give it too much from my own point of view. so that it was open enough for the students to do what they need to do, to have their own ideas, to take it somewhere. And I think from what I've seen from the images of the exhibition, it's definitely, you know, this isn't my project, this is everybody's project. And it's turned into something so much more exciting than if I'd have just done it myself. So I'm really, really, you know, pleased about this. Lastly, I'd like to dedicate the exhibition to Max Zeng, Zeng Hao. Sorry, I'll go really quiet because, like, you know, Max was a wonderful person. I'm still coming to terms with the fact he's not here. His boundless enthusiasm and creativity will always be an inspiration, and he lives on as the heart of this exhibition. I hope his work will continue to be seen. I hope all the students' work will continue to be seen. Something that I just want to end with, you know, the conversation between us all as teachers, students, friends. You know, I still talk to everybody on WeChat. You can talk to me anytime. I've really enjoyed this relationship that we've built, and a creative relationship that I think will continue to build. I'm so excited to see what these students do in 10, 20 years' time. So please look after yourselves, be healthy, keep making work, never stop. I've been doing it a long time now. I have a lot of ups and downs, and I never stop. And I hope we can continue to do this. You know, this should be a project we do every year if we could. So, yeah, that's it really. Thank you so much. And I'm really excited to see the next exhibition and the next one and to do the next one. And I'm sure I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you. Bye.